Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Reino de las Mascaras, the Kingdom of the Masks. I'm your host as always, Ray Damascus, and today we're going to talk about not just a mask but a legacy. So, growing up, 90s kid, my first, still fighting that cold but a little bit better. So, my first exposure to Lucha Libre was, like a lot of fans here in the United States, my age, Rey Mysterio Jr. on WCW. So as time went on and they started bringing in more and more, I started to have, some favorites outside of Rey. And for reasons that I never really was sure of at the time, one of those favorites was the Villano brothers, Villanos 4 and 5. So as time went on and everything, the internet and whatnot started to become more and more popular, I started doing some digging because I realized that there were Villano 4 and 5. And I always ask myself, well, if there's 4 of them, 5 of them, there's got to be a 1, 2, 3. So in doing my research, I found indeed there are 5 brothers, all Villanos, and 3 are no longer with us. When I started doing my research back in the early 2000s, at that point, Villanos 1 and 2 had already passed. So, seeing Villano 3, and one of my all-time favorite matches, my favorite Apuestas match, still to this day, is Atlantis versus Villano 3 for the mask. And ever since I started collecting masks, I wanted to have something similar to that mask. And about a year ago, I found that in the form of this one right here. Classic Villano mask with a deep pink base, blue around the eyes, and the red V. This is a replica. It is a favorite of mine. It's got the zipper on the back. No, it doesn't fully zip up. You folks know what my head looks like. So, anyway, I do keep this as a tribute to the Villanos legacy. At some point, I do hope to get a few more masks to kind of symbolize, because each brother seemed to have a particular design / color scheme that they were known for specifically. So I do hope to do that, but this is a pretty nice, pretty heavy duty replica. I'll take it off. I'll take off the Flamingo mask and put this one on here, and we can talk a little bit more about it. So just a hot second. And here we are. It is on. It is secured. The zipper clicked maybe twice. But anyway, it's a very, very comfortable mask. That is a definite, for me, an advantage with some of the more traditional and the simpler designs, we'll leave it at that, is they fit really nice for a guy that's got a massive beard and usually a larger than normal head. But yeah, this is one I could wear all day. It is it's in the short running, if I do have to go in the office for Halloween, of masks that I would put on to do Halloween. It's not going anywhere. It fits comfortably. I'm not going to adjust it every 10 seconds. Yeah. Again, one of my favorites. I've with the internet being what it is, I've kind of been able to backtrack and see a lot of the legendary moments of the brothers Villano. And, again, this one serves kind of as a tribute to all 5. As I stated earlier, 1, 2, and, Villanos 1, 2, and 3 have passed on. Villano 4 lost his mask last year at Triplemania in what's kind of turned out to be a pretty legendary bout with Pentagon Jr. So that was kind of the last breath of the brothers Villano and the legacy there, as he was the last one to lose his mask in the ring. Villano 5 lost his back in 2009. So it was, you know, he was the last brother to walk into the ring with his mask still. So this one is on the shelf over to my right that I've got set up for masked wrestlers who have unfortunately passed on. So this one kind of serves as a tribute to Villanos 1, 2, and 3. Also sits next to my La Parka mask, my Hayabusa mask, and Santo and Blue Demon. So it's in some pretty legendary company, to say the least. So I'll go ahead, I'll take this one off, we'll take a closer look, and we are back. So here we are. It's like I said, it's pretty heavy duty. You can see the stitching there, very nice. You know, again, the design is just awesome. You got the pink on red on blue. It makes everything pop just that much more. There's the zipper back here. That's about as far as I got, for anyone who may have been wondering. But this one zips up over the hood very well, or the styrofoam head, excuse me, not the hood. But again, there's not much else I can say about this one. It's definitely one that I hold near and dear to me, simply because wrestlers of the era of the Villanos, you don't see a whole lot of ring-worn items coming from there, and if you do, they're pretty good, pretty good spend. So definitely something that, you know, I would say would be a bucket list item if it ever did come my way. I would definitely be all on board. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I can say with utmost confidence that this one will do just fine. It's very nice. Again, it's nice, heavy duty. You gotta love the stitching and the design on there, and then just overall the design. I love how it sits. You know, it's a legendary mask. You know exactly who it is when you take one quick glance at it. So yeah, that is this week's episode. We are excuse me, we are getting closer and closer to episode 50. So I'm thinking here in the next couple of weeks or so, I'm going to put out a poll and see what everyone wants to see for the 50th episode. I've talked to the wife to see if she would want to make a guest appearance on the episode and kind of talk about what it's like living with a maniac like me that loves masks. So I always think, I've always kind of thought it might be a good, might be a fun episode. Get her real opinion on things. I'm just kidding. She supports me 100%, and I couldn't ask for more supportive partners. So anyway, that is this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, what works, what doesn't. Got a lot of masks. I'll never really run out of material, so it's never a problem. So that's going to do it for us this week. I'm going to check out, and we're going to check in again next Friday. As always, live, laugh, love. Lucha Libre. We'll see you.